said, it's four, I'm going to be really clear, it's four all new entries in the next 4 years in segments and nameplates that we don't have today. That's all I can say on the matter right now.
New to the North American market or new globally? So like, for example, with the EcoSport, if it came to America, would that be part of the four?
New globally. So it's 4 new entries globally, but as you can imagine, North American market is very important.
So when will they start?
Why would you not be adding more to the Lincoln range? They need to get into a segment that's transformed luxury.
I'm not saying if we are or we're not in terms of Lincoln and Ford brand. It's just Ford Motor Company, we're going to have 4 all new entries, and there's certain segments of the SUV market, CUV and SUV market, where we're not competing today, and Ford is a full-line manufacturer. We believe that we should be competing in all the relevant segments. Obviously, it's for all the reasons I talked about today. SUV market is surging. It's splintering, much like the sedan and coupe market did in years gone past, and so we're looking very carefully at those segments that we don't compete. And want to bring very appropriate product that meets our brands that are unstoppable, and we're going to be bringing them into the market.
But if you've got small, medium, and large, what's the segment you don't have? If you've got small, medium, and large already, what's the segment you don't have?
Well, we don't compete in the mini utility category, so there's several segments of the market, and you got to remember too I use the term SUV today. You've got SUV-like products that have more off-road capability, off-road imagery. You've got more CUV, they're more crossoverish. So the market's splintering. And all I could say about it today is that, as we're looking to future trends and how the SUV market is splintering to meet consumer preference and consumer needs, we're going to participate where we think we can bring great Ford product that meets our brand, and Ford and Lincoln product that meets both of those brands and takes advantage of an opportunity.
When will we see the first new product?
Is there anything that could set back SUVs? Obviously, the one that you'll get asked about repeatedly is fuel prices.
Right. And I don't, for all the things we talked about today, in terms of a longer-term trend of customers moving from passenger cars into SUVs, we think that continues for all the reasons beyond fuel prices. It's been going on for 6 years. The move from 2010, passenger cars were 52% of the market in 2010. I think they ended 16 at 41%. So 11 points of segment share. I could tell you that I was living here in Chicago in 2011 paying $4 a gallon for gas, I think. Okay, we checked those numbers. So that move in SUVs has been happening anyway. So it's been way beyond fuel prices. As I said, the low cost of fuel just adds, I think, more fuel to the fire, no pun intended, on the move from passenger cars into SUVs. Now, would flatten, I don't know, but the consumer preference for utility, for off-road capability, for lifestyle needs, for security, that's going to continue, both the millennials and the baby boomers, and now the products get very good fuel economy. So we think that if there was a run-up in fuel prices, it would be more of a shift from bigger utilities into smaller utilities, not a shift into passenger cars.
When's the first new one arrive?
I can't talk about that. All I could say about it, guys, is what I just said. We have 4 new ones in 4 years. We're really excited about it, and there'll be great, appropriate Ford SUVs that we think will carry on the great success we have with our existing ones.
What about electric powertrains? Is Ford looking into electric powertrains, Ford's SUVs?
That's been well announced. Our CEO announced. I'm not talking specifically into what vehicles are going into, but we've announced huge investments in our electric powertrain and platform moving forward. So you can imagine there'll be, broad usage across our lineup.
Mark,
but I'm not talking specifically about.
Reduce your sedan lineup as you expand
I'm not saying that. I'm saying we're going to expand our SUV lineup. But obviously, where we see growth in the market is where we're going to put investment both in our core business and future mobility products. And we obviously see very strong continued growth in the truck and SUV part of the market.
Could you clarify what you said about the gas prices? Is there a point where they could go so high that there would be a turnoff to SUVs?
I'm not smart enough to know that. I just know that the fundamental shift that's driven the huge swing in consumer preference is way beyond just the low price of gas. So gas could go up, and gas prices will go up. I don't know what level there is, but as fuel prices increase, we think there's still going to be a continued shift into SUVs because they get better fuel economy and because of strong consumer preference. We think if that happens, customers will just shift into smaller SUVs, not shift into passengers.
How much problem does 2025 CAFE pose?
It's a big challenge for the industry.
Mark, will any of the new
Particularly with-
SUVs come from the
particularly with
Michigan
SUVs.
plant?
Excuse me?
Will any of the new SUVs come from the Michigan assembly plant?
I'm not commenting on that.
So,
I forgot your question.
The CAFE, how much of a problem does it pose to continuing to add more SUVs?
It's a big challenge for the industry, but it's Ford. We have a plan, to not only deliver great products, but to meet the the regulatory requirements that we have. And Paul, I don't know the distinct numbers across the entire lineup, but I mean it's a corporate target, so it's got to be encompassed across all
Will
of
it mean
vehicle
more
segments.
electrified SUVs?
To meet the future targets, will be more electrified across all segments, across cars, utilities.
Are you going to bring back the Bronco nameplate as part of this?
I'm not commenting on that.
Okay, we gotta get him upstairs.